Hi, my name is Gage Brady, and I did my presentation on the Western Lowland gorilla. The Western Lowland gorilla is on the endangered species list and is currently considered critically endangered, with only 95,000 individuals left to be in the wild. The Western Lowland gorilla lives in West Central Africa in a region known as the Congo Basin. The Congo Basin is home to tropical forests, jungles, swamps, and secondary forests that these gorillas call home. Secondary forests are forests that have been drastically reduced in size and vegetation due to human involvement in deforestation. They are most prominent in the Congo Basin. The western lowland gorilla is one of two subspecies of western gorillas, with the other being the cross river gorilla, whose population only has a mere handful left in the wild. The western lowland and the cross river are differentiated by their skull and tooth sizes, with the western lowland being slightly smaller. These gorillas are part of the great ape family, which is also home to humans, chimps, and orangutans. Like other great apes, they have opposable thumbs that give them a great advantage in their environment, such as peeling fruits for them to eat. They have very few predators other than leopards or the occasional crocodile, but the biggest threat to their population is deforestation and human involvement. In the wild, they've been known to live from 30 to 40 years, while in captivity, they've been known to live up to 50 years. The western lowland gorilla is the smallest and the least endangered of the gorilla species. These gorillas are classified as herbivores, and most of their diet consists of the fruits and berries that are found in the forests and jungles that they inhabit. During the wet season, they can consume over 100 different species of fruits and berries that are found readily available for them to eat. When fruits aren't in abundance, they can also consume shrubs, roots, leaves, and nuts. They have also been known to eat insects such as termites or weaver ants. To get to their full-grown male size of 6 feet tall and nearly 300 pounds, adult males can consume up to 45 pounds of food per day. When the western lowland gorilla reaches maturity, it leaves its original group, known as a troop, to go find or form its own. The males typically leave alone, while the females travel in groups together from their original troops. Each group is made up of 4 to 8 gorillas that consists of one alpha male, known as a silverback, 1 or 2 more blackback males, several females, and their offspring. The silverbacks have exclusive breeding rights to all the mature females and may give permission to other blackback males to reproduce. The offspring these gorillas reproduce only weigh about 4 pounds and are extremely dependent on their mothers. Until about 3 years of age, the gorilla baby stays on its mother's back, although it can crawl around by its own. Some of these babies don't leave their parents' back until about 5 years old. The mothers will in turn feed them and give them nutrients so they can better grow and be protected from other predators. One would think that due to the gorilla's relatively large size, the fact that they have very few predators, and the fact that they travel around in groups, would mean that they have a very steady population. However, that is not the case, and their population is on a rapid decline. Unfortunately, humans are mostly to blame for this rapid decline. The biggest threat is habitat loss due to deforestation. Logging roads have made remote areas of the jungle available to European and Asian logging companies that are leased out by the local government in turn to mine their valuable resources. Agriculture has also taken away a large portion of the land due to practices such as the slash and burn. Deforestation isn't the only problem, as poachers are constantly attacking the animals. They use their meat for food, known as bushmeat. They're sold as pets, and their body parts are used in various tribal rituals and medicine practices. The Ebola virus has also hit the western lowland gorilla population as it spreads throughout the Congo Basin. The western lowland gorillas in particular have felt most of the effect of the virus, affecting over 1/3 of their population. The WWF, along with other agencies dedicated to the protection of endangered species, have a couple of different ways that they are combating the decline in population of western lowland gorillas. They are working side by side with local governments to not only strengthen the borders of nature reserves, but put up new borders to further prevent habitat loss. These gorillas depend on the diverse nature of these forests to give them all the food and shelter they'll need to survive. Protecting these forests is the first part of the solution. The second part of the solution is stopping poaching altogether. Poachers, due to cultural influences in the region, have put a target on the gorilla's back as they are used for various tribal rituals and coming of age ceremonies, as well as for sport hunting. The WWF is also supporting a gorilla tracking program to better understand these animals. If we can find out how they move, when they move, and why they move, we may be able to better protect them from the environment and human involvement. If humans were ever able to achieve the feat of colonizing Mars, these majestic animals should not come with us. The first problem is that these animals are relatively large in every aspect of their lives. They need a large environment, they need a large food supply, and they are large in size. Transporting all 95,000 of these individuals, even half of that, to Mars would be nearly impossible. These animals should be left to inhabit Earth and have natural selection run its course without human involvement. Who knows what would happen to the gorilla population if it were left unharmed by humans? This has been my presentation on the Western Lowland gorilla. Thank you all for listening and have a happy holidays.